Let's convert 1/3 to a decimal by dividing 1 by 3. Let's add a few zeros. 3 into 1 goes 0, and we put in the decimal point and carry the 1. 3 into 10 goes 3 and 1 left over. 3 into 10 goes 3 and 1 left over. 3 into 10 goes 3 times and 1 left over. There's a pattern. So we can write this as 0.3, put a dot above the 3. So this is read out as 0.3 recurring. 2 divided by 3. We can do the short division to convert this to a decimal. 3 and a 2 doesn't go, so we put down a 0, the decimal point, and carry the 2. 3 and a 20 goes 6 and 2 left over. 3 and a 20 goes 6 and 2 left over. 3 and a 20 goes 6 and 2 left over. There's a pattern. So this is equal to 0.6 recurring. So the 6's go on without limit. We write a dot over the 6 to indicate the 6 repeats. 1/6 can be converted to a decimal by dividing the 1 by the 6. Add some zeros. 6 into 1 doesn't go. Write down the 0 in the decimal point and carry the 1. 6 into 10 goes once and 4 left over. 6 into 40 goes 6 and 4 left over. 6 into 40 goes 6 and 4 left over. There's a pattern. 6 into 40 goes 6 and 4 left over. So 1/6 is the same as 0.1. And what's repeating? The 6's. So we put a little dot over the 6. 0.16 recurring. What about 5/6? Let's divide 5 by 6. 6 into 5 doesn't go. Put down a 0 in the decimal point and carry the 5. 6 into 50 goes 8. 6 8's are 48, so there's 2 left over. 6 into 20 goes 3. 3 6's are 18, 2 left over. 6 into 20 is 3, 2 left over. 6 into 20 is 3, 2 left over. There's a pattern. So it's equal to 0.83. What's recurring? Just the 3. 0.83 recurring. 1/9 is 1 divided by 9. Let's add some zeros and look for a pattern. So 9 into 1 doesn't go. Write down the 0 in the decimal point and carry the 1. 9 into 10 goes once and 1 left over. 9 into 10 goes once and 1 left over. 9 into 10 goes once and 1 left over. There's a pattern. So this is equal to 0.1, and the 1 keeps repeating. 0.1 recurring. 4 divided by 9. Let's do the short division. See what the pattern is that's recurring. 9 into 4 doesn't go. Put down the 0 in the decimal point and carry the 4. 9 into 40 goes 4 times. 4 9's are 36. So that leaves 4 left over again. 9 into 40 goes 4 and 4 left over. 9 into 40 goes 4 and 4 left over. 9 into 40 goes 4 and 4 left over. There's a pattern. So this is equal to 0.4. What's recurring? The 4. So we put a dot above the first 4. 1 divided by 7. So write down the 1 divided by 7, add some zeros, plenty of decimal points here. So we have 1 divided by 7. So 7 into 1 doesn't go. Write down the 0 in the decimal point, carry the 1. 7 into 10 goes once, 3 left over. 7 into 30 is 4. 4 7's are 28, 2 left over. 7 into 20 goes twice. 7 2's are 14, 6 left over. 7 into 60. 7 eighths are 56, so that'll give 4 left over. 7 into 40, 7 fives are 35, so there's 5 left over. 7 into 50 goes 7 times, 7 sevens are 49, so there's 1 left over. Now, as soon as we get a digit that we've had before, this 1 as a leftover or a remainder occurred earlier on. We can stop there, but we'll just do the next couple just to see the pattern. So 7 into 10 goes once and 3 left over. 7 into 30 goes 4 and 2 left over. 7 into 20 goes 2 and so on. So what digits are reoccurring here? So we've now got this 1, 4 and 2 reoccur that we've already had before. So the pattern starts with the 1 and goes up to the next time we get a 1. So it goes from the 1 to the 7. So we can write this out as 0.142857, and we can write this in two ways. We can put a bar across the repeating digits, or we can put a dot on the first and last repeating digit to indicate where the start and end is of the repeating digits. So we've got 6 digits that repeat, 1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7. And the signal for that was when we got this repeating 1 here that was carried over. As soon as we get the same digit remainder occur, that's when we know we're starting the pattern again. 2 divided by 7. So this is 2 divided by 7. Now we saw before that there were 6 repeating digits, so let's just put in 7 or 8 zeros and we'll see how that goes. 7 into 2 doesn't go, put in the 0 and the decimal point, carry the 2. 7 into 20 goes twice. 2 sevens are 14, let's carry the 6. 7 into 60, 8 sevens are 56, carry the 4. 7 into 40 goes 5, 5 sevens are 35, so carry the 5. 7 into 50 is 7, 7 sevens are 49, so 1 left over. 7 into 10 goes once and 3 left over. Still no repeating remainders yet. We've had a 2, a 6, a 4, a 5, a 1 and a 3. 7 into 30 goes 4. 4 sevens are 28, and now that's a 2. Now we've got the 2 remainder. We had a 2 remainder there. So what do we expect the next digit to be? 7 into 20 goes twice. And 6 remainder. 7 into 60 goes 8, and so on. We can continue on. So we've got the 2 and the 8 repeating there. So that's the start of the repeat. So our repeated section is from the 2 up to the 4 there. So we've got 2 on 7 equals 0.285714, and the 2 right across to the 4 are repeating. And we can also write that out with a dot on the first digit that's repeating and a dot on the last digit that's repeating.